Good morning, everyone. So, today's topic is on the fifth module, and the topic is kinematics. So, kinematics is a part of mechanics. That is, mechanics, we already know the subject we are studying, can be divided into two parts, that is, kinematics and kinetics. So, what is kinematics? Kinematics is a branch of mechanics concerned with motion of objects without a reference to the forces which cause the motion. That is, in both kinetics and kinematics, we are dealing with the motion of objects, but in kinematics we are not considering the forces which is causing the motion, whereas in kinetics we are considering the forces which is causing the motion. That is the only difference between kinematics and kinetics. You just have to know that. Okay, now to do problems in kinematics, we are using the three equations of motions. We already know that acceleration is velocity by time, then velocity is distance by time, but those basic equations we will not be using for doing the problems. Make sure that you only use the equations of motion to solve the problems. So the first equation is v is equal to u plus at, s is equal to ut plus half at square, v square is equal to u square plus 2as, and the derivation of this has been given in the previous class. So next we will go to the problems in this topic. The first question is, a car is moving with a velocity of 20 meter per second. The car is brought to rest by applying brakes in 6 seconds. Determine first one, retardation, second one, distance traveled by car after applying the brakes. So first of all, whenever you have a problem in this particular module, you need to write down the given things. Okay, because it's very easy type of problems. We are doing the first chapter in this, that is rectilinear motion, which is already given to you in the previous class. So in rectilinear motion, we are studying some problems. So this is the first problem. So the first is, a car is moving with velocity 20 meter per second. That means initial velocity is given, and the car is brought to rest. Means final velocity will be v is equal to 0. So you already know the notations of initial, final velocity and all. U is the initial and v is the final, and for bringing to final velocity 6 seconds. So the time given is 6 seconds. So you need to find out retardation. Now what is retardation? Retardation means negative acceleration. So the negative value of acceleration is called as retardation. So we'll go to the answer now. First you need to write the given things, because that is important in this part and it carries marks. So I've written all the given things. Okay, as a brake is applied and brought to rest, we can see that final is 0. Now our equation, we have these two equations can be used, because even t is given, and the third equation doesn't have t there. So you can start with v is equal to u plus at equation. V we know, u we know, t we know, but a we don't know. So we have to find a by substituting everything. You get a negative value, which is already told in the question that you are going to get the answer as negative, because they have asked for retardation. Okay, so that is the question here. Next, second part of the question was distance traveled by the car, right? So you need to find s. S is the distance covered. So ut plus half at square is the equation you can use. So u, t, every term is known, so you get the answer as 60 meter. I think it doesn't need much explanation, it's very easy to understand. So we'll go to the next problem. Next problem is, the motor is traveling on a straight road at a speed of 10 meter per second. When he observes that traffic signal 60 meter ahead of him turns red, the traffic light is timed to stay red for 15 seconds. If the motorist wishes to pass the light without stopping, just as it turns green again, then find uniform acceleration of the motorist, the speed of the car as if it passes the traffic light. So the question is clearly given. So the car is moving from here and the velocity is 10 meter per second. It's clearly given, and he can see a traffic signal 600 meter ahead. So I have drawn the picture here, see, showing the traffic signal, and one sentence is given here is, it turns red. Okay, sorry, it's not 600, it is 60 meter, right? here. So okay, 60 meters, you can change it. Sorry, there's a mistake in this, you can change it. So 60 meter ahead, it turns red, and as soon as he reaches there it becomes green. So uniform acceleration you have to find out. So acceleration, we can everything is given here, so acceleration can be found out using I think it's 60 only the I have written here 600, there's a mistake, so please do correct it. A is equal to 4 meter per second square. Solving that, again the second equation we can use is V is equal to U plus AT, because the second question is speed of the car as it passes the traffic light. So final velocity, it will be the final velocity when it passes the traffic light as per this question. So U is 10, acceleration is 4, into time is 15, so 70 meter per second. The time for changing from red to green is the time we have here, so we have to utilize that to do the problem. Okay, so now let's move on to the next problem. All these are very easy. Next is two cars P and Q accelerates from a standing start. The acceleration of P is 1.3 meter per second square and that of Q is 1.6 meter per second square. Standing start means it is at rest and it is starting from there, so which means that initial velocity will be 0. And here the acceleration of P and of Q is given. Now next is, if Q was originally behind P, how long it takes to overtake P? Okay, if Q was originally behind P by 6 meter, how long does it take to overtake P? Okay, it is told that Q is behind P by 6 meter. So I have drawn a figure which shows that. Suppose P is at this point and Q is here behind P. Imagine you have a vehicle here. Q is 6 meter behind P. So P is traveling, suppose a distance of S. So Q will have to travel a distance of S plus this 6 meter also. Okay, so that is the main point in this particular question. So first you need to write, let S be the distance traveled by car P. See, it's shown here in the figure. Now Q will be traveling S plus 6 meter. I hope it's clear, because P is traveling S, Q will be traveling an addition of 6 meter. Now time taken by Q to overtake P, that is the total time, is T here. We are taking for both cases, it will be T only. Now car P and car Q, every details you have written down like this. You just can see everything is there clearly given. Now you have to use the same equation only, that is S is equal to UT plus half AT square for both the cases. Just use the equation, substitute the values, and you will be able to solve for the value of T. Okay, it's just direct one what you can do here. There's nothing much complication here. You just substituting 2 times, you're using the equation and just substituting with values, and you get the value of T there. So T is 6.32 seconds. So that's the answer. Maybe since it's T square, one negative answer also you may get, but you don't have to take, time is not going to be negative. So this is the answer, or the time for overtaking P. So that is a this problem is a very easy problem. So you should be very careful that you use only the 3 equations of motion to solve the problem in rectilinear motion. So next, this is a different problem. Motion of a particle moving in straight line is given by the equation S is equal to t cube minus 3t square plus 2t plus 5, where S is the displacement in meter and t is time in seconds. Determine, first question is, velocity and acceleration after 4 seconds, maximum or minimum velocity and corresponding displacement, time at which velocity is 0. Okay, so here it's a different type, it's an instantaneous type of problem, that is acceleration, velocity, everything what we need to consider here is going to be instantaneous here. So wait a second. Okay, so S is given, the equation of S is this, and we need to find velocity and acceleration. So here we are going to use, since it's instantaneous case, it's not given directly the values, we have to differentiate here. So using the basic equations, that is velocity is V is equal to ds by dt, d by dt of S value is given. So when we differentiate that, we get 3t square minus 6t plus 2. I am not explaining the differentiation, I hope you know the differentiation, and if you don't know, you just recall it, you will be able to do it. Okay, so our question is to find out velocity and acceleration after 4 seconds. So we have found out the equation for velocity, so directly substitute 4 seconds in this particular equation and you get the answer for velocity after 4 seconds. So the answer is 26 meter per second. Now we need to find acceleration. For that we have the equation dy by dt. So d by dt of the velocity, make sure you use velocity here in the bracket. So when I integrate, again I am getting differentiate, I am getting 60 minus 6. Now acceleration after 4 seconds will be, substitute 4 here in place of t, you get the answer is 18 meter per second square. I hope you know the units. That is, the unit of acceleration is meter per second square, the unit of velocity is meter per second, and the unit of distance is meter, and of time is seconds. I hope all these basic things I don't have to repeat it again. So the next question was maximum and minimum velocity. Okay, so if a velocity should be maximum or minimum, okay, the any quantity, not just velocity, if it's acceleration or any quantity to be minimum or maximum, the differential of that should be equal to 0. That is a condition. I hope you have studied this in maths. If you did not study this, just remember that differential of any quantity will be is equal to 0 if it should have a maximum or minimum value. So here velocity is to be maximum or minimum, so dv by dt is equal to 0. If they have asked acceleration, then dA by dt is equal to 0. Okay, so dv by dt, I have to differentiate the velocity term, 60 minus 6 I get it, and that should be equal to 0. So when you get the answer is t is 1 second. Okay, so now when t is equal to 1 second, velocity is equal to 3t square minus 6t plus 2 is equation. Just substitute t is 1. So get the answer minus 1 meter per second. So this is the velocity that is corresponding to t is 1 second. Actually what it means, when t is 1 second, the velocity becomes maximum or minimum. Okay, and you get a negative value which indicates clearly that what you get is a minimum velocity. If you had got a positive value, it means that you get a maximum velocity. So it's that simple. Okay, so next they have asked to find out the corresponding displacement also. That is, when t is 1 second, what is the displacement? You know the equation for displacement. Substitute t is 1 and you get the answer is 5 meter. It's again that simple. Okay, so next, last part of the problem is time taken when velocity is 0. I don't know how much clear this is, but I hope you can follow. Time taken when velocity is 0 means velocity we need to substitute, that is equal to 0. At that time, what is the time? At that point, what is the time? So when I give v is equal to 0, 3t square minus 6t plus 2 is the equation for v. That will be equal to 0. Now this is a quadratic equation and you can solve it using calculator. When you solve it using calculator, you get the answer for t as two values, 1.57 and 0.42 seconds. Which means that when t is equal to 1.57 and when t is equal to 0.42 seconds, you get velocity is 0. That is, the time at which velocity becomes 0 is at both these times. So again, this is a very simple problem. This type of problems may come. So in this, you are supposed to use only equations of motion to solve the problem, except in this type of problem where you are given equations to carry out, where instantaneous cases are used. Okay, so I hope it's clear. That's all for today. Thank you.